Is it still useful to have face-to-face interactions?
I think it is. I think that there's a context that you can't get no matter how your online presence is structured. And in fact, I'm a firm believer that the confluence of online and offline community generates the strongest, most persistent bonds between a single person in constituency or friends. There really isn't a substitute for the rich communication texture that you can get when you actually see someone, and then online communities are great for enabling long-term persistence across distance, across time, until the next convening.
So, in terms of networks, personal and professional,
sure.
Where do you see the lines crossing? I mean, Twitter
right.
has the ability to connect both professional and personal.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. And that's actually a good question that I think is going to work itself out over time, because when you find your friends and your business associates and people who might be following you for other reasons all sort of munch together in the same space, I don't think that question's been answered, and I think it will be answered over time. And I think that some of the missteps that you see with celebrities now on Twitter are part of the genesis of how that's going to work itself out when people realize that they can't talk to all the people who follow them the way that they might talk to their friends.
Well, that brings me to the idea that you identify celebrities. Now, do you see there being an emergence of a new kind of celebrity online?
Well, I think there has been for quite a while. I mean, MySpace helped to break a lot of that, with the Tila Tequilas and the personalities that basically developed because they had large followings. And while some of that over time has sort of been exposed as hype and not reality, I think that already exists. And I think that guys who are here like Robert Scoble's brand have just gotten massive through that would not have had while they still might be big brands. The range that they can reach and the people who would listen to them is so much greater. So there's no question.
Who would you say is the most popular person on the internet?
Gosh, I don't know how to answer that question. I mean, really depends on context. I mean, in general, people who are already famous can become, more famous, and it kind of depends. I mean, in tech, it's one thing, and President Obama still probably gets more hits than anybody else because he's President Obama. So it's just kind of hard to.
Obama is the most popular person on the
Well, you can't quote me on that, but I would probably say being one of the most highly visible people in the free world, he probably gets a good shot at it.
Perfect.